Update: Dallas Cowboys QB Dak Prescott has injury. Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys. A nasty rumor is circulating in sports circles that Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott recently underwent an MRI. A team insider didn't exactly squash the rumor of Prescott's injury when the rumor went viral on social media. Per an update Thursday, Prescott does have an injury. This is a big offseason for Prescott and the Cowboys. Head coach Mike McCarthy is heading into the final season of his contract, and he has to have a successful season to save his job. Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons want new deals this offseason. But Jerry Jones seems content in making some, if not all three, earn their money this season. The Dallas Cowboys need their core players 100%. To make things more challenging for Dallas, the Cowboys were quiet in free agency. Per John Machota of The Athletic, Prescott recently said they'll have to play better as a team than they should as individuals on paper. Talent is just the beginning. First off, Prescott said. You don't win games with just talent. You don't win games on paper. And talent really isn't decided on paper. I understand what it looks like and what it may look like from the outside. I understand the lack of moves, I guess. Dunn creates that conversation. But I'm confident in the men we have. The Cowboys will need Prescott to be the best version of himself if they want a chance to make a playoff run in January. However, this week, sports bettors are worried about Prescott's health. Professional sports bettor Steve Fezzik said on the Ross Tucker podcast that bets have been coming in heavy on the under for the number of Cowboys wins this season. News is, Prescott's not 100%, and they've been betting against the Cowboys the last 3 days. There's rumors that he had an MRI. That's unconfirmed, but that's the rumors that I'm hearing. Money has been coming against the Cowboys. Their season win number is now down to 10. Fezzik said. Fezzik isn't sure where the information on the Prescott rumor came from. However, he said most of the bettors follow beat writers religiously. Per Calvin Watkins of the Dallas Morning News, Prescott is wearing a walking boot because of a foot sprain. The injury is not considered serious, but it's causing concern at betting circles. Per Mike Fisher of Athlon Sports, an unnamed source close to the situation, responded to the rumor and said people shouldn't waste time on the story. Saying people shouldn't waste time on the story is much different than issuing an outright dismal report on the rumor. Prescott could have had the MRI, but maybe everything came back negative. Or maybe any minor injury found on the rumored MRI would be healed by the start of training camp. The Cowboys don't have to disclose injury information during the dead period. The public will find out at training camp if Prescott had an injury that will impact the regular season. For now, Vegas is trying to get ahead. The house always wins. Cowboys predicted to add elite talent college RB in 2025. The Dallas Cowboys RB group has seen significant turnover over the past 2 years, and that trend could continue into the foreseeable future. Dallas brought Ezekiel Elliott back into the fray this offseason, but also signed veteran RB Royce Freeman. But in terms of moves after this season, ESPN analyst Matt Miller wrote that the team will look for a young star to lead the group, RB Quinton Judkins. Judkins has been a standout for Ole Miss, but is expected to be a national star for Ohio State in 2024. We're back to running backs in the first round. Miller wrote in his July 2 early mock draft. Judkins has elite talent, and Dallas ignored the position throughout this offseason beyond a reunion with 29-year-old Ezekiel Elliott. Judkins rushed for 2,725 yards and scored 31 rushing touchdowns over 2 years with Ole Miss before transferring to Ohio State. He will share carries with Travion Henderson there, but the new Buckeye has Heisman-level talent and the burst and balance to be a great NFL running back. Judkins is an exciting player, and should only get better in his new role with Ohio State. Considering that there are no apparent long-term leaders in the Cowboys RB group, selecting Judkins makes sense. What to know about Quinton Judkins? Through 2 years of college ball, Judkins looks like the full package. The college junior is not just putting up high-volume stats, but he's averaging 5 yards a carry while doing so. According to Sports Reference, Judkins totaled 1,567 rushing yards as a freshman in 2022. He then followed up with 1,158 rushing yards in 2023. His drop in total yards correlated to Ole Miss leaning into its passing offense and QB Jackson Dart. But what has not wavered is Judkins' nose for the end zone. After 17 touchdowns for the Rebels in 2022, the 20-year-old added another 17 last fall. By transferring to Ohio State, Judkins will be joining a school in the front-running for a national championship. The only thing missing from the RB's resume is a conference and national trophy, and there's reason to think he'll obtain those with the Buckeyes. Cowboys could still sign Dalvin Cook. Judkins is an option for the 2025 NFL Draft, but the Cowboys could still add reinforcements before the 2024 season. Bleacher Report writer for Christopher Knox, signing Dalvin Cook seems like the right move for Dallas. Adding another back to the mix would be sensible because if the offense doesn't have balance, Prescott is going to face a lot of pressure, Knox wrote on June 24. It would behoove the Cowboys to at least kick the tires on Dalvin Cook. The four-time Pro Bowler appeared to lose a step in 2022 and struggled to get on the field in 2023. If Cook is available for cheap, it's worth considering. But Spotrac estimated that Dallas was $20 million over the salary cap for this year. Even getting Cook for $2 million to $5 million this season is tough to budget considering where the Cowboys are at financially. Dallas could always make moves to open up space, but Cook or any other free agency RB probably wouldn't work. Dak Prescott no longer wearing walking boot after viral photo. Dallas Cowboys fans were worried when a photo of star quarterback Dak Prescott in a walking boot surfaced, but the latest injury update should ease any concerns. Dallas Cowboys fans had cause for concern on the 4th of July when the holiday celebrations were interrupted by a viral photo of star quarterback Dak Prescott wearing a walking boot. The photo was quickly followed by reports that Prescott is dealing with a minor foot sprain. The boot was on Prescott's right leg, the same leg he injured in 2020 when he suffered a gruesome ankle dislocation and compound fracture. But, according to the latest reports, Prescott has quickly recovered from his minor foot sprain and is already out of the walking boot that was pictured. It was unclear when the picture was taken, and he is no longer wearing the boot, ESPN's Todd Archer said. It is not known how Prescott suffered the injury. The Cowboys last held an organized workout on June 5. The injury is not expected to impact Prescott for the start of training camp in a few weeks. The Dallas Cowboys will jet off to the West Coast on Tuesday, July 23, before the opening press conference the following day. The team's first training camp practice is Thursday, July 25. Prescott is entering the final year of his contract and will earn $29 million for the 2024 season.